Hello, this is Dr. K, and today I want to talk to you about how you can serve in this time on this planet right here, right now. If you're at all in any way, shape, or form been in the search or in the desire to find how you can be of more awareness, more wisdom, more knowledge, and you've been looking at this stuff, you've been looking online. It doesn't honestly really matter what side of the line you stand on, whether you're blue, whether you're red side, or whether you're purple, or whether you're on the spiritual side or whatever. I was talking with a really dear friend of mine, and she is truly a full-blown wizard, and we were talking about, like, how do you actually know truth or discern truth? That's been my path for so long in natural medicine and healing and working with all the patients I've worked. And at this point of the game, the whole thing, it seems to me, is it's like the Truman Show, guys. I mean, who feels this feels like the Truman Show? You know, the whole thing's been a big setup, a big ruse. And I'm not just talking about politically or your specific nation or city or state or spiritual understanding or whatever. It's like the whole thing. No one really knows what's going on. I used to think I knew, but I didn't know. But I was really convinced I knew. And so, I've really, for a moment there, and I think a lot of us maybe listening, got really depressed. I got depressed, I got frustrated, I got distracted. I didn't really want to do my healing work with patients anymore. They call that being black pilled. You can get red pilled and find out, everything you think you thought you knew is not actually, you don't even know what that is anymore. And I thought I knew, and I spent a lot of time thinking I'm adding to my knowing, but it actually was not at all. And in the end, you end up depressed, isolated, alone. And at the end, I believe there is some sort of agenda to separate us. And whether that's true or not, that's what's happening. The children are being separated, humanity's being separated. So what do we do? What do we do, and how do we show up? And the thing that's helped me the most is being the alchemist. Nothing matters at all more. There's only one truth, and that is your personal experience. The late, great Terence McKenna talked about what's real is real. And he had this very trippy voice about him. God bless that guy. He's friggin' awesome. But, he would work with, deep states of sitting and being with large psychedelic doses. Not really a path I've personally taken with large psychedelic doses, but it's extremely powerful. I mean, he was willing. He was truly a psychonaut. He was willing to go, like, what is true? And what's true is what he said is it's your news, it's your media, it's your relationships, your orgasms, your interactions, your immediate weather, what's going on in nature, what's going on in your community. That's what's real. And we need to return to what's real and what's true. And in your realness, in your trueness, you may have a partner that's abusive. You may have real financial concerns. You may have issues with your children. You may have issues with your health. And the work here is alchemy. I think the thing that's helped me more than anything is no matter what life throws at you, no matter what the system, the banking, the governments, international relationships, I mean, there's all these threats of nuclear war and wars and rumors of wars and pandemics and heavy shit. I mean, a lot of people believe, we've only got 10 years on the planet. A lot of people believe that there's groups and factions out there that are just trying to seek and destroy you. A lot of people believe that certain medical adjuvants that they're putting into the world or forcing on people are here to save us. A lot of people believe that they're here to kill us all. Like, I don't know. But I would say, no matter where you stand, alchemy in yourself, alchemy for your planet, alchemy for your spirit. And what do? You recognize, man, I'm feeling sadness. It's about awareness. It's about not being in your experience only and having this experience where you're like, oh my God, I feel so terrible. These things keep happening to me. There's these 4 stages. I want you to really hear this, that, oh, this shit is happening to me. God must hate me. My family must hate me. The universe is upset with me or whatever. It's happening to me. It's hitting me. Oh, then the second stage is it's happening for me. Like, oh, I can see the blessing in this. You've heard that. You may have said this. I could see the blessing in it. It was happening for me, even though I was fighting it. Then it's happening to me. I just had a healing group here at the house where I was showing people how to work with energy in this way. It's happening through me. So people are like, I want to activate my healer within, which you have, by the way, which the whole thing has been trying to put you to sleep. And this is where alchemy comes in. It's happening through me. So we had people hands on another, and they're like, I'm healing, I'm using my energy, and I'm connecting, and all this, I'm connecting the angels, I'm connecting my own body's biomantic energy fields, like healing. But the fourth stage is it's happening as me, right? It's you. It is you in connection to the miracle, the space that beats your heart 100,000 times a day, pumps 63,000 gallons of blood, breathes 23,000 breaths, balances your pH, processes the neuropeptides and nucleopeptides. And a lot of you won't even know what the hell's that. It's all happening. The idea that we're not living in a living, breathing miracle right now on an earth where healthy soil has more bacteria and more more cells in it than actually what's in our entire body, divine wisdom. There is a miracle going on at all times, and it's part of you. And this idea that there's this great machine out there we're going to join and we're all going to be one, it's bullshit. It is bullshit, guys. And they may actually really attempt this. I mean, it's apparently that's what they want to do. But you are the most bio-advanced technology on this planet. You are incredibly powerful and infinitely equipped for this moment. And what we want to do is unlock that's been sleeping inside of us. And all of us can do this. But the first stage is we got to get out of the black pills. We want to even get out of the red pills, where it's just so much of this information in our prefrontal cortex shuts us off from our heart. It just, because we're in a state of fear, sympathetic tone, unless you're really good at balancing it and you can do it. I thought I was, but I wasn't. It actually shut me off, and I didn't want to serve or heal anymore. And man, that sucks, guys. That's not what it is to be human, is to be in our body and in ourselves in service to the world powerfully. My realm was functional medicine, functional endocrinology, applied kinesiology, emotional work, ancestral work, cellular healing work, coaching work, all these things. And I am worthless if I am disconnected from my heart and my ability to alchemize. That's the whole thing I'm coming back to, is your inner alchemy. How can you alchemize whatever's in the way? That is your spiritual path. Now, you can bring Christ into it if that's your jam. You can, bring along Muhammad, come on, Buddha. Whatever it is for you, I know who my guy is, or my connection to spirit and source, the space that beats my heart. It's miraculous. And I trust that, and I know that. And so let's not label it for one another. It's creating all the wars in the world. I know who it is for me. And the more you get into your connection with you and your creator and source, the one that created this incredible miracle, it's not a dude with a beard sitting on a cloud somewhere. I think we've evolved and grown too much. I feel like it's outdated. So people will say, well, I'm an atheist because that shit's dumb. It doesn't necessarily mean you're an atheist. It means like you just kind of gotten too smart and grown up to believe some like, woo, and we're just floating around out there. No, like, you are a living, breathing miracle, connected and created to and through and by your creator. And we are all connected together. And this is a miraculous thing. And by working back to getting back into your heart and your connection with yourself and your spirit and this earth, and we entrain with the energy of the earth, we can really start to actually bring powerful healing on this planet. And it's about unlocking the great remembering of this that's been stored away, suppressed, omitted, deleted, huge libraries, the great works, deleted, omitted. Even biblically, they talk about, I don't want to create a war on here, but like they talk about how even the Bible was impacted and changed by Constantine and probably many others. Look how much you can get confused, even in just the last couple of years, let alone thousands of years in wars we don't even know existed because they deleted that stuff too. We have to go back to the center point. Wow, this new information, so much information, it's severing us from our hearts. The alchemy is the remembering of who we are, and like, none of this matters. The only thing that I know that I can do and should do right now is serve from my heart. If it's sharing my heart here in this video with you, then dude, then we've alchemized some stuff. Like if this lands, there's going to be people who think it's crazy. I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm done with is I'm done with being silent. And I want to be with people that have big, powerful, open hearts. The ones of us that are no longer afraid to share our hearts fully, wildly. The idea in the time where you're watching the people you really love on YouTube, where it's like very, wow, man, they're so awesome. I wish I could be like them. That's over. The time of the guru, there's so many. Ugh. They're just people. I'm perfectly flawed, just like all of the rest of us. But if we shine fully in what our part is to do and to say and to bring and to be in this planet, this is how we really begin to truly treat alchemy, because we all are now resonating this in full service of the planet, even in our perfect imperfection. We were born here to be imperfect. This is a university of life, love and fear lessons. And guys, I love you so much. Spend some time, give yourself some love today. Share this with someone you love. Please like and subscribe it to this channel. I want to be putting out things that I feel are really true in my heart of hearts. If this resonates, please share this. Like, I feel like the darkness is heavy. We need to cut through this. People are dying. People are killing themselves. Drug addiction is through the roof. And I am going to go the other way. I went to an event this weekend where there was 500 men doing powerful, sacred work. Most incredible thing I've ever been to. I took a 15-year-old boy. It totally transformed his life. And he said, Dr. K, he was talking to me. He was on the phone. He's like, I've never heard 500 men scream. It was about midnight. It was the warrior call of the lion heart, of the ones of us that are ready for the freedom of humanity. And I was like, hey, little bro, like, I've never heard that before either. Crying, like, powerful men in their genuine sacred alchemy, willing to fall apart, break down, cry in front of another. I mean, we're talking big dudes, tattoos, trauma, the trauma on humanity, falling apart, hugging one another, crying. These children went through a rite of passage and went home transformed. There is a mass shift that's going on this planet, and it is not being televised. And it's happening right there inside of you, if you allow it. And that's the beginning path of the alchemist. So I love you. Like and subscribe up in here. Send it out to the planet. And I'll talk to you soon.